You again, folks. Well, folks, I've decided to expand my channel. I'm going to, instead of just doing trading cards, I'm going to add to it the hero, or what some people call postcards or handouts. They tell a better story. Today, we're going to talk about Mark Martin, his rookie trading card, and we're going to talk about his several hero cards or postcards. So let's get started, folks. Again, this is the NASCAR Trading Cards, Hero Cards, and Trading Cards Tech Learning Center, where the learning never stops. You know what to do. Like it, share it, visit my channel. Well, today, folks, we're going to talk about one of the best race car drivers of all time. It's Mark Martin. We got his NASCAR rookie trading card, and we have his hero cards, and we're going to tell Mark's story as we go. Well, first off, Mark Martin has one and only one true rookie card. It's the 1988 MAXX. It's card number 48. It's part of the original first set. It's both in the Myrtle Beach and the Charlotte set, and it's a base card. And folks, this is the only one there is. I saw a PSA 10 of this card recently sold for about $100, and I think that's a bargain. I'm still looking for one that's been graded, that's got his autograph. If I found one, I would say that would probably be $180 or $200 card now. But for one of the greatest of all time, well, my goodness. This is one you absolutely want to have for your collection. So, well, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand, because there's two areas that people like to collect in NASCAR. One is trading cards, and the other is the hero cards or handouts or postcards. And there's rookie of both of these cards, and I've done a lot of research on this, and I want to expand it and explain both, because I can tell a better story about the driver and about the history of his rookie cards. Now, this right here is the 1982 Mark Martin Apache Stove Winston Cup NASCAR Hero card. I'm going to tell you, folks, I looked for nearly 5 years trying to find this card, and as a matter of fact, I didn't even know what it looked like. But I finally did find one. I think somebody was having an estate sale, and they had a few cards, and this happened to be one of it. Well, I bought it. I'm not even going to put a price on it. This may be one of the maybe top 4 or 5 rarest cards in the entire hero card, NASCAR hero card hobby. Now, for those of you who need a little bit of history about Mark. Mark is from Batesville, Arkansas. He started at an early age racing on dirt tracks, and the guy was good, and he decided to use the number 2 because he's a modest guy, and he just said, number 1 just kind of shows a little bit of arrogance, so he decided to use number 2. Well, he worked his way up. He was a really good driver. He worked his way up, and in 1982, he finally got a sponsorship with Apache stoves. Of course, they made wood stoves, and back then that was a big deal. And I saw a video the other day, and they said he got something like $50,000, which is a heck of a lot of money back then for a up-and-comer with a start. And he did get to race that season, but I understand, according to what the video said, is they went bankrupt, and he more or less lost his sponsorship somewhere around mid-season. and it was just kind of a tragedy for Mark. You know, no Bucks, no Buck Rogers, as they say. But folks, this is probably the rarest card maybe the rarest card I have, period. Now the next card is, and I'm going to continue with his progression. After he lost that sponsorship, I think he got a couple of rides, but nothing. Everything was part-time. So he pretty much went back into local short track racing and what have you. And along about 1986, he went with the ASA Racing Series, and that year he was the Rookie of the Year for the National Series. It kind of got his eye on people. Now this is his 1986 Miller ASA Racing Series Hero card. It too is a very rare card. It's not, I guess you would say it's not necessarily NASCAR, it's ASA, but he did have a Winston Cup card. Then he kind of went, for about 5 or 6 years, he was out of NASCAR, and he did go into ASA, and he became a winner. Well, in 1987, what we call today the Xfinity Series, he did get a deal to race with, and he got the Carolina Ford Dealers a sponsorship, and that was a pretty big deal. He was a good solid driver in this series, and he started getting noticed. Well, this, of course, is his 1987 Carolina Ford Dealers Busch Grand National NASCAR Hero card. I'm going to call this a rookie card also. This card right here, of course, there was another guy that you might have heard of who got this sponsorship 2 or 3 years later. I think his name was Jeff Gordon, I believe is his name. Anyway, I'll talk about that when I talk about Jeff in a later video. But finally in 1988, this is the 1988 Mark Martin Stroh Light Winston Cup NASCAR Hero card. Now this is the first year that Mark got to drive for Jack Roush. The story goes, Jack Roush raced in every series under the sun for many years, and he decided he wanted to get into NASCAR. Well, he went to talk to Bobby Allison, and he said, Bobby, he says, I'm really wanting to get big time, and I need a big name. He says, I need you. And Bobby looked at him, and he says, Jack, he says, I got plenty of sponsorship. He says, I can't just leave those deals as good as they are. He said, there's this young guy that I've been noticing. I race a lot of races other than the Cup races. His name is Mark Martin. He says, I see something in this guy. And he says, to tell you the truth, that's the person I would recommend. And well, Jack listened to old Bobby Allison, and he got him. Well, the next thing you know, Mark just goes on a tear. I think he raced for like the next 17 or 18 years, not only for Jack, but Rick Hendrick and others as well. Mark in the Winston Cup and other Cup series over the years won 40 races. He never won a championship. He missed the Daytona 500 by 2/100ths of a second, but he won 40 races. I think he came in second 57 times over the years, raced in over 800 races. And on Saturdays, if you're a guy that my age and remembers back in the late 80s and 90s, I'm an older guy now, Mark, Dale Earnhardt, Harry Gant, Rick Wilson, Michael Waltrip, and a few other Winston Cup guys would drive on Saturday as well as Sunday. So you had a full weekend of racing. Well, Mark, like I said, he won 49 Busch, or today called Xfinity races. The only person that's won more than him in the history of the sport is Kyle Busch. And of course, you know, Kyle is just, when he went to the track, he just about won. But Mark was pretty much the same way over the years. And Mark raced until he was 50 years old. He was one of the oldest drivers to, as far as age goes, and the guy was competitive every step of the way. Well, folks, that's it for today. That's Mark Martin's. That's his 1988 MAXX trading card, and that's his 4 hero cards. All of them are treasures. I don't know how to put a value on them. The Apache, to me, is priceless. The others are really great for a collector. But, well, folks, I'm going to say that's it for today. Be sure and like and share, and leave me a comment. See if you like this idea. I think this is the direction I'm going to go. So, y'all, this is the NASCAR Trading Cards and Hero Cards Tech Learning Center, where the learning never stops. This is the Big Bear checking out. Y'all have a nice day. See you later, folks. Bye.